I'm imagining their house to be beautiful with a big old cemetery in the back because all of Spectre collected spouses like jewelry. Items removed. Girl, don't be crazy. Hi friends, hope you're doing swell. Hello friends, I hope you're doing swell and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alexis. I would love it if you stuck around. So like many of you guys, I wait until I'm almost 100% positive I'm going to be using both the cast, the gameplay, as well as build and buy before I purchase any packs. So they're currently having a sale going on, which is when I typically do buy packs because they're just way cheaper than what they usually are. So I've gotten like a slew of new packs. I can actually tell you which ones I got. I got Life and Death, Kitchen Clutter, Island Living, Movie Hangout, as well as Werewolves. Now we're going to be seeing more of that within like everyday gameplay with my Nightmare Legacy Challenge, as well as the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge. But I thought that I would start this new series just because I'm a newbie builder and also I'm kind of new to the Sims 4 content creation. So I think it'll be fun for us to go through and use just the base game and one of these packs, do a cute little tiny build and see if it's worth it. Alrighty, so I have quite a few new worlds, as you can tell, and this is like my first impression. Of course, I've seen a ton of people's like gameplays and everything along those lines, but this is going to be a little bit different since it is coming from my perspective. Now, I am obsessed with the packs I did get because I like to make sure there's something that I'm actually going to be using like in my day-to-day Sims gameplay. So I thought that we could start off with some of the newer packs that I just got, but then we can go back to some of the previous ones as well. So let me know which one you want to see next, but today I want to focus on Life and Death. Now where is that? Ravenwood. So I think that being the Grim Reaper is so much fun. Now I'm not like super into cults. I love them in the gameplay type of thing, but I don't like play them just solidarily. I usually play like just regular Sims and they like meet friends who are like a cult or they marry someone who's in a cult. But having the fact of like having Grim Reaper as like your main Sim is just so hilarious to me. So as throughout this series, we're just gonna kind of go through like the worlds and stuff and kind of like just take a little gander at it and then make a little tiny house. So I found the cutest little spooky Victorian house on Pinterest that I really want to recreate for today. So the world is kind of big. It is quite large. They took their time with like the world and the gameplay and just like the build and buy. And at the end of the day, it's just a video game. It's something to just kind of decompress your mind after a long 9-to-5 day and just life. So it looks like we have a few residential lights over here. So we have a nightclub. We have two ghosties right here on the 20x20 lot. We have a free lot right here, and then we also have a cozy casket house. So that's like the top of this world. Then going to like the middle right hand side, we have another 64x64 lot, which is huge. We have the Aether family. Looks like they have a ghost and some just regular Sims. That little baby who's wearing a crow outfit. We have the Gomez house. We also have the Final Draught, which is a bar. And this is the Whispering Glen neighborhood. Okay, so cute. Clothing optional during the full moon. And this is Morning Vale. So Town Hall, Afterlife, Anonymous Festival, as well as Thin Festival. All right, and then down here, this is the Crow's Crossing. So we got 5 lots. We have the old Ravenwood estate, which I imagine to be so gorgeous. Moppy Manor, which seems like it's going to be the perfect like rags to riches where we can do a nice little renovation. This is the Crow's Perch. We also have the Spectre household, which if you're not familiar with the other Sims like franchises, we have all of Spectre as well as Nervous, who will like captivate him. I'm not like super into it, but I love watching like Sims 2 and Sims 3 like Let's Plays videos are like my favorites. Nervous is like in the basement of somebody's house, anywho, but that's that family coming back. And then we have a cemetery, which sounds so fun. So I feel like we should just kind of go through all of these and then find which lot we feel is the best and then start building our little tiny home for today. Now I'm not going to go to these 2 empty lots because I mean, it's more fun to actually go into this one. So let's start out with the Ida and Gomez household. Let me just see what y'all's house is looking like. Alrighty, so this is the house. Oh my gosh, this world is so beautiful. It has like a blue cast too, which I did not realize. I love how spooky. I low-key wish it was kind of folded into vampires, but that's okay, because those packs are older. But I'm hoping that they do a refresh on a lot of these older packs, because they did one on spa day and then I ended up getting it because I was like, ooh, that sounds fun to have like a spa in my game, because I love a good spa. But anywho, enough rambling. This is the Morning Mist Manor. I love how close this is to the edge of the lot. The landscaping is different than, you know, what I'm typically into, because I love a good overgrown. But I want to be able to build houses like this. Oh, and that's a new feature, like a little crack. Oh, I love that. Okay, and I want to use some of this too as well in a couple of these builds. Okay, so this is the top floor. Oh, I love that green wallpaper. And you can kind of see as well, going through like the houses, what they use in addition to base game. It'll be fun to go through the actual build and buy and put our own little flair on it. That's a gramophone, I want to say, from like my Let's Plays I've seen. Old-fashioned gramophone, yeah. This is so beautiful. I am a sucker for a good sage, and this is giving me all the feels. Oh, and I love those carpets. This actually is a really cute house. The bed is really nice too. Okay, and this is the first floor, so it's just a 2-story home. Then we have another bathroom down here. I love that coral going on. A nice little kitchen. I was very like captivated about the kitchen set. I just love doing kitchens. That's why I got the kitchen clutter. But I just loved how like these things slot so perfectly on top of the fridges. So I think that'll be fun for just like gameplay wise. But look at this, y'all. These are like busted out windows. How pretty. Oh, and I love this little garden area. Now, I was going to get a garden kit, but I was like, I'm kind of like excited about the Enchanted Nature Calling expansion pack. So I'm going to hold off on getting any like garden kits right now, because I think we're going to get a lot of good stuff in that, as well as that base game update. That house is gorgeous. Let's go over here to the nightclub and see what it's talking about. I've been going to the nightclub, not in real life, but I've been going to the nightclub within our Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, and it has been a lot of fun. But this is, ooh, this lighting is so pretty. Look how pretty this world is. It's so spooky. I bet it's a little hard to build, but with the lighting not being like bright and airy, but I think it'll be a nice little challenge. So this is the nightclub. Oh, I love those trees. This one looks new. Okay, we have an empty room right there. Oh, okay, so the grand piano's right there. This kind of looks like vampire stuff. I'm not like sold on this. I feel like it could have been a little bit smaller, but I like that rug. I do enjoy a good candelabra, not gonna lie. I have quite a few of them at home. Those are base game pictures, okay. What the bathrooms look like. Pretty standard, okay. They got quite a few though at the lot, which is good. And there's no basement. Okay, well, I'm not too crazy about the nightclub. It is just okay. Alrighty, and let's check out this cozy casket house. I think that's hilarious, cozy casket. It's such a little tiny house to be on this lot, but I love these shadows of the night, like the evening. Ooh, the night is pretty too. My favorite lighting has to be evening so far though in this world. That tree looks new, but I think it's just like the default one in base game. Oh, it's a plot. Oh, I love this. Draxim remains or occupied burial casket here to assign. Really cute house though. Oh, I love these little details. So cute. I wonder if there's like an animation though with like your Sims like being almost clumsy over this type of stuff, even if they don't have the clumsy trait. Standard bathroom, same old, same old. I love that window. Bedroom's nothing crazy. That's new, of course, but I love having new posters and stuff, especially for like teens. This bed looks different, but I think it just might be like a lightning glitch. Love that rug and the wallpaper. Another rug. Oh, a casket. Okay. Spooky. Oh, and it's like a little memorial section. I think you could put the actual deceased Sims picture right there to properly mourn them. Oh, this is nice though. No basement, which is fine by me. Okay, so we are done with Mournville. I think that's the name of that world. So let's go over to, let me see, that was Moreville. Okay, let's come over here to the Whispering Glen, and let's start off with the bar. Let me see. Alrighty, let's put that evening light on. Ooh, wait, hold on. The lighting's a little bit better over here. We might have to build over here, you guys. But this is the final drought. Gorgeous. I love this landscape. Oh, and I love those like little bricks. I need to explore debug a little bit. It does kind of scare me just a teeny bit, but I've seen people have like organized debug and stuff like that, which is just a mod, so it makes it easier than putting in all the cheats. So maybe we should do that coming up soon, where we can like do a build using just debug. I love those little huts. This is so pretty, and I want to like learn how to do this as well with using like the terrain tools and putting things on heels. That's like one of my like goals with building. But coming over here, let's see. I love that rocking chair. So pretty. Okay, we're just gonna take a tour together because I haven't really seen the builds. Okay, I like the pergola. That's real cute. Okay, we got some of those bonsai trees. We got some more little places for you to lay your Sims to rest, and a cannonball randomly. It must be similar to like Growing Together, where you can like do a cannonball thing for like pregnant Sims at their baby shower or at the family reunion. Okay, but top floor, love that landing way. It reminds me of like Dollywood. If you didn't know, I'm from Tennessee. So this reminds me of Dollywood, like going on vacation, because they have like the cute little cabins. Okay, cute bathroom. I love these little wall details. I think that's gonna be so pretty. Another gramophone. Ooh, I love this grandfather clock too. I think that's really nice. Little morning area, casket. Oh, little flowers. That's really lovely. And a podium. Oh, that's sweet. And then coming down here, we have like a little area for your Sims to actually like hang out and drink and just have fun. That bar is really nice too. I was tempted to get, what was it called? The Cozy Bistro, perhaps? I don't think that's the name of it, but it's like the pretty, like, looks like a European cafe almost. I didn't get it because I'm not convinced just yet I'm going to be using that every day. So I didn't get it. But there's no basement on this one either. But that's a really cute little bar area. And then you can like have a bar, you can have a funeral, and then after mourning and stuff, you can come down and have a little drink. Not to be morbid, that's what we did this weekend. We had a funeral. I told you one of my husband's good friends passed suddenly. And on Friday after his memorial, took off work, everybody did. And we just like hung out with all the friends, and it was so lovely. We went to his favorite bar, went to his favorite restaurant, and we just like hung out, and it was so much fun. So I understand like having like a nice little drink to celebrate a person that a lot of people loved and adored. So I love that a lot. Ooh, this little area is cute. I love the shed. Oh my goodness, it is so ugly, but I love it. Can you imagine like playing a rags to riches over there? Ideal. But this landscaping, mwah, chef's kiss. Obsessed. Okay, you go through this little gate. Love those flowers. These bushes look new. At least this one does. No, it's the same one that I always use. Oh, but I love these stairs, and these little pathways just remind me so much of like East Tennessee, like that cabiny feel. So this is our top floor. Obsessed with that bed. This room, so pretty. I love those curtains too. I have those eco lifestyle curtains have a chokehold on me. So I've been watching quite a bit of Donovan Bunkin. I just love his Let's Build the World series. And he's motivated me to use a lot more like curtains and blinds and stuff. So I'm excited to use that in today's build. And then coming over here, cute. I love the landing way. This, the owls, gorgeous. I am currently reading Harry Potter. Well, I kind of quit halfway through book 5. I was like, this is too much reading at this current stage of my life. I read so much of it. And then I was like, you know what? It'll be nice to just like have the audiobook and listen to it while I'm in the office. So I have the audiobook. I got it on Libby finally after like 12 weeks of being on like hold for it. So I'm excited to read it when we go into the office tomorrow, because today's a work from home day and I'm on my lunch break. So I'm excited to buy these packs and do a little overview. But I love that. Oh, and I think this is where the crow. Oh my gosh. Why does he look? Okay. He was looking bald headed. Okay, cute. I like that. And then we go down here. We have another little like family room. I like this. This is new for sure. Cute. Bathrooms are standard, nothing crazy. That's kind of messing me up that that's not close to the side, but that's probably because they didn't use move objects. But I love the little close-knit type of like hallways. These are like my ideal things to try to build. I'm super impressed and super inspired too. So I like that. And no basement. Oh, and the backyard is cute too. Got little plots, a little, what is this? Stargazer's Rest. So I guess it's kind of like Love Struck where you can just like stargaze. Love that. That is new. Cute. That's actually a really cute little cottage house. Alrighty. Was that the Gomez house we just looked at? I think so. And the Aether house. It's a 50 by 50, which I think that other one we just looked at was also a 50 by 50. Now, I love the lighting on these lots over in this world, but the lots are just way too big. We have to find something tiny and small. But this lighting is gorgeous. Oh, look how pretty these valleys are. And that waterfall going down a little embankment. This kind of looks like Snow Escape a little bit from a distance, like this back here. Anywho, love the backyard. So pretty. Got some crows around, some little candelabra, street lights, well, garden lights. Really pretty. It's a different landscaping vibe, but I'm really enjoying it. Okay, let's start with the top floor. Nothing up here, but like a little storage chest and somewhere to kind of hang out, read a book. On this floor, we have a beautiful bedroom. That is so gorgeous. And I love this octagon rug. That is very different, but the detailing on it is gorgeous too. Side tables, really pretty. I love these little drapes. Those are from Base Game. The chimney, well, the fireplace is really pretty as well. And those couches, so gorgeous. I'm not like a pink girl. I'm more of like a green girly, but I'm really loving this coral. I think that's so pretty. Are these tall wall heights? Let me see. Yep, I figured. It's like these walls are too tall. This looks like a teen bedroom. I like the little blar feet. Ooh, and that painting is gorgeous. And that's a really pretty little desk setup too. Okay. I see you, Life and Death. This is cute. Okay, next floor, which is the bottom floor. So this is our little entryway. I love this. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get that cozy bistro because this kind of looks like the wallpaper that really made me consider getting it. So I'm glad I didn't for right now because this can kind of still give that vibe of cafe if I want to create one. Because I love cafes in real life. I don't go to them as much since I like am out of grad school and stuff and I have work and all that. But those were my jams in like grad school and undergrad. I love this. Love those new paintings. Really, really pretty. This kitchen is gorgeous. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. How it slots. Oops, I didn't mean to pick you up, girl. Go back. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. There we go. But look how pretty, oh, look how pretty that is. It just slots so perfectly. I think that is gorgeous. The pillars to separate the rooms is really pretty. Not a big fan of this little area or this, but overall, I think it's a really, really well done house. Good job, you guys. Basement? No basement. Fine by me. That neighborhood was really, really nice. It is just very big to like build on. That's gonna be it's gonna have to be like a house where we find on Pinterest that we really want to recreate. But this was the Whispering Glen, so you can be naked during the full moon over here. Oh, and they got like a little face in the mountains. Okay, last neighborhood is a Crow's Crossing. So they have the Tribe Before You Die casket sale, Crow's Crossing Celebration of Life, and a Ravenwood Family Day. So let's start off with this house, the Crow's Perch, which is the 30 by 30. Let's see if the lighting's any good. Oh, it is. It's giving me Windenburg lighting though. And this lot is also giving me Windenburg, which I am obsessed with Windenburg, you guys. It is such a nice little place to play that Very Veggie Legacy Challenge. But this lot is actually kind of cute. This is like doable for me. Okay. I wish they would have had some more landscaping, but that is okay. It's very blocky. So we got a bedroom right here. I'm trying to find the positive because it is just a video game, but I'm not really liking this house. This house would be like one that I would give a renovation to. I don't really care for it. Okay, let's go to this moppy manor and see what it's talking about. Oh, I love a good city center. Makes me think of Europe. This is just screaming Europe. I love it. It's giving me Prague vibes. I used to study abroad in Prague, so I always compare everything to Prague when I talk about Europe. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe they had to have some lots that were a little bit different than like the really glamorous other ones in the other worlds. But I'm glad I didn't start off with these because my expectations wouldn't have been so high like they were for the other ones. But I like the little journal. I know EA has their limitations. I'm almost positive with some of the builds just so it can run on everyone's like computers, no matter like the type you have. I'm just not a fan so far of this little neighborhood. It's not really giving what it needs to give in comparison to the other ones. So let's go over to the Spectre's house because I'm imagining their house to be beautiful with a big old cemetery in the back because all of Spectre collected spouses like jewelry. Items removed. Girl, don't be crazy. Ooh, I love. Oh, can we like go in there in like a woohoo spot? This is pretty though. Okay. The cemetery isn't as big as it is in a couple other games, but I get the vibes, I get the feel. She would have to have a basement. I would be upset if she didn't. I don't feel like she will though. I don't think a lot of these like worlds come with basements, but they might in Werewolves since I did get that pack too, which I'm really excited to see the build and buy. I think that pack mixed with this one would create some incredible looking houses. But this is the bathroom. It's okay. I like that tub. The landing way, maybe that's one of Olive's. Is her name Olive in this one, or is it Olivia? Like that chair. This must be Nervous's, which I think his name is Nervous in this one too. These are just okay. They should have done my girl a little bit better, but you know, you gotta work with what you got. This is a really pretty room though. I love the dark browns and that sage green accents. This is really pretty too. Oh, I love this. It's like a Grim Reaper, like little dish towel, hand towel situation. That's really nice. Okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not, they have a basement, but it's not the worst. I'm gonna make some wine and stuff down here. Or put a casket down here. Something like crazy, but that was okay. Not my favorite compared to the other ones that we saw early on, but still not bad. Let me read this bio real quick. Olive, okay. Nyan, his name is Nyan in this one. What's his name? Lane, okay. He's Nervous in the other ones. Let's go over here to the cemetery. Let's see what the cemetery is looking like. Oh, the lighting is good over here too in the cemetery. Okie dokie. Ooh, this is beautiful. I really like this. A little morbid saying it from a cemetery, but I even like the way they kind of like met this path. Even though it's not the same, I still think that they worked with the resources they did have. And that looks good. Okay, so we have some little places where you can bury your Sims, which would be really nice, especially for the Nightmare Legacy Challenge and Very Veggie. We could actually take advantage of having like a proper like sprout well or a proper like praline cemetery. So I'm really excited about that. Love the little lakes, nice and tranquil, I feel like. And the landscaping is really pretty too. Okay, so we have, what is this? I'm guessing it's somewhere you can also maybe mourn. Okay, yeah, it has a casket in it. Nice, nice, nice. Some other little crypts, which is nice. You can have like a ceremony out there. This is actually really nice. A little morbid. Ooh, and that is gorgeous. And I'm glad I didn't get the greenhouse because that ceiling looks like that greenhouse. So I'm glad I waited on that one too. The only way that I think I'll get those is that if I got them for like free again. So there's sometimes they run like a special on Epic Games. I've gotten a few times where like give like the packs I guess don't do too well or very outdated. They just give them for free. So I've gotten quite a few. I got like Jungle Adventure, Blooming Rooms kit. What's another one I got? I got some like little cast kits too. It was just random. I heard it from I think a little Simsy on one of her videos. This was like last summer. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that. It's not something that I would buy, but I use them a lot now because I got them for free. But this is really pretty. It's a really pretty place to like honor your loved ones. I like that. No basement. That's fine. I kind of don't want a basement. After seeing the one in Olive's house, I'm like, you know what? We don't really need a basement. Okay, and last but not least, this estate. Oh my gosh, one day I'm gonna build the most beautiful estate. One day I want to like properly take my time and actually redo an entire world and like do lore and stuff around of it. Now that probably has a lot to do with Devin Bumpkin because he's like my build inspiration. I actually used his code for buying these packs because I just want to support him any way I can. He is just a phenomenal person. He seems like him and I would get along. If you're looking for like a really good series, him doing like Let's Build the Worlds. He creates lore for The Sims. This is like just a Devin Bumpkin shout out, but truly one of my favorite simmers. Oh, I like this. You can like paint and stuff. I love these little things you put on the roofs and on the flooring. Okay. This manor seems a little haunted, not gonna lie. I would not want to stay here. I think it's way too big for the details that are not inside, but that is okay. Gotta work with what we have. Okay, so after looking at all the worlds, I'm thinking that I kind of want to build over here in the Crow's Crossing just because the lighting is really, really good. So either we redo Olive's house or we build over here at the Moppy Manor. That's more like in the city center. So I might actually go over here and build in her house. So I did find a really cute inspiration when I was looking yesterday on Pinterest, which is my fave to find some really pretty houses. So I was kind of looking at the vibes and stuff. I want to be a darker tiny home so we can kind of use everything within Life and Death as well as base game. So this is like the picture inspiration that I'm going for that I found on Pinterest. It said it's modified by AI, but I think it's still like a good base to get some inspiration for today's build. So Olive, I'm sorry that I have to do this to you, girlfriend, but we gotta bulldoze everything because I want to see what's all in this pack. Let me go ahead and also turn on my move objects. So it's very like enchanted forest type of feels and vibes, I feel like. But let's go ahead and like build the bones of the house. I love a good house tucked over in the corner. So maybe we do something and then we can perhaps maybe do 2 stories. Okay, small wall height, small wall height. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. Let's maybe do a piece back here, a little bump out up here, and then maybe some type of bump out right there. Because maybe we don't need to do 2 stories. We can have this piece go straight and back. How does that look? Let's bring that over some. I want it to be a high peak, I think. And then let's take this little piece, bring it around, and also make you like a little high peak, and then bring you in some. Let's bring in those eaves, a nice like looking house. Okay, I kind of want to copy this. I just want to see. Okay, no. Let's just get rid of, let's just get rid of that. Okay, not bad. And then we can do like a nice little landscaping, everything along those lines. So let me go ahead and just remove these walls because we're going to change up the layout. We're not going to keep this. This was just to help structure the house. Okay, so going over into base game and Life and Death. I want to focus more on Life and Death, but let's go ahead and put base game on there too. So we do have a few little like new roofing details like this. I don't even need the greenhouse kit. Oh, which makes me think we should maybe build like a little greenhouse. That might be nice. Oh, I love that. So let's do something like that. I did want to add some of these roof sculptures. Would this color work? That would. It's a little rusty, but I think I like it. So let's add these just straight across. Oh, that's so pretty. What does this look like? I haven't used anything like this before, but maybe we can put that like right there. Can we change the color though? Yeah, to match a little bit better. Then maybe put, I'm not like mad about it. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if I want to put any cracks. I mean, a little crack would be nice. What if we put like just one back here on the back. Oh, well, like the colors don't match, so maybe we don't do that. Let me build like a teeny tiny greenhouse, maybe like over here somewhere. Oh, we could have done like a circle one. I haven't done circle before. Let's try it out. Let's see. This don't look circle. This looks like, no. Let's just see. Let's try to make it work. Y'all, I say that. This is a little bit too much brain power. Nope. We're just gonna go with like a cute little greenhouse. Let's copy this roof, and I'm just gonna stick her right there. Do it nice and steep as well. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and roofing details. Let's use one of these, which I'm so excited for. How pretty. I love that. Okay, do we get any trims? We didn't, but that's okay. The colors in the picture are very like dark type of browns and greens. So I think I'm just gonna use this. Should we do brown? Let's do brown. I was gonna say maybe we should use the black one, but I think the brown looks pretty good too. So we'll do that. And maybe, oh, a chimney. Oh, that's so pretty. Hey, should we actually use these little, no, not the crest, but I'm thinking of using like this little thing. Nothing to click. Girl, the pinnacle. What if we put like a couple up here? Like one in the front and maybe one in the back, because that's not too bad. It's a little different, but that's the fun of it. So let's go back to life and death and base game. Okay, let me look for some. I might take base game off just so I can see like all the brick and stuff that came. Yeah, this is corroded concrete. I kind of like the vibes of having that like out here. Maybe not on that little piece. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe this should come down just a little bit. Yeah. The corroded concrete though, I really do like. I love the sage, but in this lighting, it looks a little bit more blue. And in my second monitor as well, it's looking a little bit more blue. Maybe we do this one and just that regular one at the top. And then maybe over on this side. Ooh. Simple sometimes is just better. What is this? A freeze. Oh, a little too elaborate in my opinion for me. So I'm gonna go to base game. Oh, it must be on the ground floor, girl. You don't never give me this problem before. Oh my gosh. Girl, no. No freezes for us, I guess. We do have columns, I think, that came with life and death. So let me go down to that filter. Yeah, we did get a few. These wooden ones are really pretty, but I kind of like the vibes of this. Let me look at the colors though before I just go placing them down. Oh, I think this is nice. So let's just copy those kind of like just all around the little sides. And we might have to bump the eaves out just a little bit, but that is okay. Yeah, I think having the eaves out just a teeny bit. Now windows. Ooh, we got a few. Okay, not a ton, but I still really like these a lot. And this, gorgeous. I love this. Maybe let me look for a door first. Maybe we can do like one of these little wooden doors for our little greenhouse, and we can use this one for here. I like that weathered one, so let's do that. And then I do want to use some more of like this. Maybe do one right there, one right there. I kind of just want to use all of these all the way around to give us like a proper little greenhouse like that. And then we can add some more like little base game details. And then going over to these windows, oh, that is so gorgeous. And that looks like that castle estate kit that I was kind of thinking about getting too. Let's bring like it over like this, and then we can put some type of like tree. But I love the way that looks. I'm not like mad about that one. Let's add that right there. But let me also go over to base game, because I think we have some little circle windows. That one kind of works. That one's huge. Maybe not that. I kind of like the idea of using these two though, from life and death. Let's do that darker color. I like the color of that door. Yeah, but maybe we should go a little bit more dingy on like some of this stuff. Cute. Okay. Now, like I typically do for my builds, I'm gonna go in and do the landscaping using just life and death as well as base game, and then we can go back in and start furnishing our life and death house for today. Alrighty, so this is what I came up with for the exterior of the house. I am so obsessed with like the build and buy from this pack. I feel like it will go so well with like the other packs that I do have. So up front I did kind of like a crazy landscaping, which I absolutely love. I gave them somewhere to sit out here, a little bike to get their fun need up, and then I used some base game items just around. I did put this up there because since we weren't able to add like an actual trim around the house, I thought that this would be the next best bet, and I really like the way that it turned out. Over here, this is kind of looking like a cafe, so I don't know if I should just like remove this so it looks a little bit more like a greenhouse, but since I already removed that, let's just go ahead and go over to base game, and those are like a dark brown black. So let me look for those two swatches because I want to find something that still kind of fits and it's tall like that. But we could just use something like this. How does this door look? It's a little puny. That's not really the vibes either. I want something that can still like bring sunshine and light into like this room. We could use like a sliding glass door, but those are also kind of puny. I think our best bet is gonna be these maybe, or even like, it's too small. I was thinking even one of those from base game. But what if we use this, got rid of those two, and that's kind of like the vibes? Because if I go over to maybe like wall decorations, let me take off black and brown. Maybe we can have like a little sign. I was gonna say like a sign that says like, you can have your funeral here. But not like it's also like a little bakery. I don't know. Maybe we should use like 2 of these again. Then perhaps take some of these like planter boxes. Yeah, I think that probably works a little bit better. And use those 2 little planter boxes right there. Okay, so it's gonna be like our greenhouse that we can also do around. Added that little bench from Life and Death. These little blankets, so I just put a little clutter so they're like stargazing. They're doing like some gardening and also reading a book underneath the shade of this tree. And then I added a bunch of stones right here to kind of break up the lot a little bit. Nothing too detailed or crazy back here, but I did add some windows. And over on this side, I added the new swing set as well as the monkey bars that came with the pack. But I'm really happy with the way that it turned out on the outside. So going inside, this is the layout. So we're gonna have maybe a parent's bedroom, kid's bedroom, bathroom, and this is gonna be like a shared like living and dining space. So it's gonna be kind of small, but I think we can make do with like the space because I love a good tiny house. So let's go ahead and actually put on Life and Death as well as base game because I want to see what kind of flooring came. Let me take base game off. Okay, so this is the only flooring that came, which isn't bad. This is really pretty. I didn't even notice this when we did the tours. Ooh, that's gorgeous. I think I might go with like a brown like this. Yeah, there was no tile that came, which is fine. Let's just go over to base game so we can just have a tile down for the bathroom. And luckily this one that came in that holiday update, which make sure that you actually play the update that's coming out for the nature like little pack thing. Make sure you play that because you usually get like free stuff, and once it's like gone you can't get it again. But that's like my tip. Like you don't even have to make content about it, just as long as you play it and actually like do the quest. They have some really good items in there. But anywho, let's go back over to Life and Death. Let me see the wallpaper. Let me take that off. Show me everything. Yeah. Okay, I want to use some of this wallpaper in the bedrooms. So maybe we can use this pretty sage green. Ooh, wait. Sage green in that one. Ooh, wait, hold on. Owls in that one. Maybe sage green in there. Throughout the house, maybe we can use this little dark one. This is also really gorgeous. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I kind of like this because it's a combination of those 2 rooms. So not mad about that. And let's go ahead and use some of these doors as well. So I think the best bet might be to use these green ones. And that is pretty. And let's actually see everything that came with Life and Death. Now, I don't have the extendable like build buy thing, which I feel like I need to get, but I don't mind scrolling right now. But it looks like we have a ton of different items that can just look really good for these rooms. So I think the first thing is to maybe get rid of our sweet, sweet saucer lights and find some hanging lamps that might look a little bit better. And of course, we can always go back and add some smaller saucer lights that might fit the vibes. But I love this. and that gold color. Kind of add those all the way around. Are there any? There are beds. Are there any like kids beds though? Let me actually go over to the bedroom. Okay, we do. So we got this like pinky shade going on. I think it's really pretty. So we have a toddler bed and a bassinet. I don't know if I want to do a toddler bed. We could, and we could make this room smaller if it is like a toddler room. Might have to scooch that over. I honestly kind of wanted another window right there anyway. So maybe, yeah, let's use like a toddler bed, like 2 of them. Maybe they have like twins of something. We can do one right there, and then maybe like one right by the door. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love that. That purple is so pretty too. Oh my gosh, these swatches are so nice. And I needed some like new toddler beds too in my game, so I'm really happy. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's add this little spooky blarfy down. Any kids pictures? There's a few. So we have like this, which is really pretty. Maybe not that, and maybe not that. I still want it to be kind of like kid appropriate. This one might be the best bet, but low key, could we just use it in here? And then I don't want to use like, let me keep Life and Death on, but let's also go over to base game because I'm gonna get some like little kitty rugs. Ooh, not fitting the vibes. I mean, maybe this one, but like I need it to be small enough to actually go underneath both of the beds. So we size it down twice. It's not too bad though, y'all. I think we can kind of get away with making like those 2 work. Okay, let's go ahead and go back over to bedroom and let me look for a little side table. Now we just have one that came with the pack, which is fine, but it would have been nice to have like a few that probably came. Those are just so big. These are humongous too. Like, why are they so big? Could I scooch another one? I'll move the door over. I'm not worried about that. And let's see what kind of colors. That brown might look the best, and honestly that default color looks pretty good right there too, so we'll just keep that right there. So we do have a few wall sconces, it looks like. I'm wondering though, if we go over to kids, let's look for lights over kids. Okay, yeah, we don't have like many, so I might just put like these little lanterns down. They're not really like the vibe too much. I think anything else is gonna really fit like I wanted to, so we're gonna have to just work with what we have. Then maybe we can get some little toys for our kiddos. Definitely some little blocks, and we could probably fit a dollhouse like right here, so I'm gonna size that down like 2, and it's still functional even though it's like a little bit smaller, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But I like that. Okay, let's look for some wall coverings or blinds. I think I might do, those are just like a teeny bit longer. So maybe we actually use some different blinds. I said I was. Let's do it in that pretty color. Cute. Okay, what else could we possibly put in here for like toddlers? Like the toddlers wouldn't be able to technically use that, but in our head they can. Maybe let's just get like a little flower picture right there, and then perhaps over on this side, cute. I'm not like crazy about that, so maybe instead we just add like a little toddler potty. Cute. I like this side, I think, a little bit more than this one, so I'm all over the place. I'm like, so let's maybe change that. Now there wasn't a single bed that actually came with Life and Death, which is fine. We can use one of like these fancy ones, and that way we can use like a different rug as well. But I do like the idea of maybe using one of these beds because I typically don't. If we use like this green, that's really pretty. Then we could put the toddler potty actually in there like that. So that's like a kid, like a proper little kitty. And then maybe we can put like a little dresser of some sort. Ooh, it's a tight squeeze. I want a dresser though, so I might move our little blarfy like over here, put our dresser right there, and then with our 9 key, we can pull that up some. That little, wait, hold on, I think we're cooking. We can move that right there, scoot you over just a little, and then move this over, and then we can add some clutter, which will be nice. Okay, so speaking of clutter, what do we want to add? Maybe like some little books. That would be nice. That might be it. Maybe like some little changing stuff. And then I want to get another little rug to go under here. Because then with that, we can add the little toys. They're like playing with their sibling, which is cute. Then last but not least, I feel like we need some plants. I don't know if any plants came with Life and Death. Let me see. There are a few. Oh, these don't really fit. They're too tiny. Okay, that's okay. Let's go back to base game. And I want one that's kind of big enough, but we might just have to go with our Old Faithful, which is that little base game one. But cute. That is our little toddler and child room. Now let's go ahead and do the bathroom, because I think there were some things that actually came with Life and Death. Yeah, some really nice bathtubs, which we're going to need a bathtub because we do have a kiddo. So maybe we bring, hold on, let me bring you up some. No, it might be best to keep it down one compared to the other ones. Okay, do want to add a tub. Just don't know the layout just yet. And I might move this over just so we can see a bit better. I love that tub. Let's look at the colors. Oh, we saw that one quite a bit. But look how pretty that is. Ooh, and that brown. That red is cute too. I think I like that deep green. So let's go ahead and use that. And then maybe we have like a double vanity situation. So we can have like one right there and like one right here. And then we can put some like little knickknacks and stuff. So let's go ahead and get that green color. Oh, we got these too, which is nice. No, that's fine. Maybe one of these could work. And I'm just placing with the Alt key so I can line it up like I want it to be. Maybe this shade would look the best. We could do a cabinet instead. So what if we put our little robes right here? The cabinet right there. And maybe the little toddler potty right here. Because that cabinet's not functional anyway, so I'm not too pressed about that. Ooh, these toddler potties are not coming in the swatches I want them to. What about this one? How will you look, girlfriend? Okay, a little bit better. We'll do black, just to be safe. There is a shower that came, which is nice. Do we have a toilet? We don't. But we do have my toilet of dreams. So we're going to use that one, duh. Then maybe just do like a little thing like this. I was thinking, just to like give us a little bit more privacy, the way the room is kind of situated is, I was going to see if I can do like a proper like little bathroom closet. But we might just have to have everything kind of out. Let's look for some over the cabinet. This will work. That brown color, and then I'm going to take that and then toss it like right there. Maybe we can put the bath right there, and then we can get some type of like little divider so it's separate, and then get a shower. Oh wait, hold on. What if we do it like this? That's not bad. Okay, let's look for this little half moon one. Is pretty. We can do it in that color. These feel like it's on medium wall height. Oh, it is. Guys, I was like, I feel like all of this stuff is on medium wall height. And I was right. And I will go back and change everything so it fits a little bit better. No, it fit better with the medium. We're just trying new things. We're gonna do medium wall height. Boo. I like the way that bathroom looks. So let's just keep it that way. Okay, let's maybe focus on our kitchen. Now we do have the door right here. That's the bathroom. Maybe this should be like a little living room situation. Let's go over to the kitchen because we did get some really pretty stuff with Life and Death. I'm thinking though, what if we do the stove right there? Let me get rid of this piece. Let's do a corner one. And then we can do a sink right here. And then the fridge right there. Or we can do like the fridge right there. Because that works. Let me just go to Life and Death. Yeah. Oh, that fits. It fits right there too. I kind of like it right here though, because I could scooch this over one and that fits a little bit better. Also, if you hear something, that is Bobo. I think he's heading back here. Hi, bud. And then we have some upper cabinets. And look, those just slot so perfectly. So let's add those. Then we're going to put a stove right there. So let's go ahead and add one of these. A little corner piece right there. Let's add another cabinet right there. And perhaps this one right there. It is clipping a little bit. I don't think I'm too like worried about it though. And I'm gonna change the swatches. I'm just placing everything down first. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that red is pretty. That blue is pretty. That green is pretty. Ooh, what if... Is that like too dark though, y'all? It is a little dark, but I like it. And I should do stuff I like. Those are some gorgeous swatches though. If you can see those items, that is really pretty. And what if we just get rid of that? Because we don't technically have to have it. We just typically do have them. What is this? Grimm's Day Out Freezer Bunny. Let's stick you up there. Oh, that's pretty. Let's add this little mushroom with a flower. How gorgeous. I like that default swatch, so let's use that. What is this? A trunk of secrets. Yes? What if we just add you out here? For like a little thing for our kids to play with. Okay, I love the way this is situated. I do need to go to base game because we do need to get a few things. Like a burglar alarm and a little fire detector. And then perhaps we have some other little clutter bits that could work. These, of course. I want to get some pots and pans, so I have to look for those. I do really love this, so I'm gonna add that. A nice little fruit bowl. What is this? No, like a little morning thing. And some paper towels to dry your eyes. So let's go back. I was gonna just copy it, but it is gonna take that filter off. So I think I'm just gonna do it this way. So we're gonna add a little rug right there and one right here. Let's get a lighter color to like brighten up the space, just a teeny bit. Okay, cute, cute, cute. And I think we can fit a tiny little dining room table. So it's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 Sims. This circle table from Life and Death could work. And we could honestly maybe get even a bigger one. I like the vibes of this tiny one though. But if we have a bigger family, we probably should get like a bigger table. So let's do that. I don't know which wood. Maybe we should just do black. Are there any chairs? There have these, which low-key could work. What if we put it on like a little angle? Doesn't match entirely with the vibes of this house. So maybe we should do this table because I honestly didn't see it. And that works a little bit better. Oops. I just want to copy you, girl. Thank you. I'm going to put you like on a little angle. And bring you back some. Cute. Okay. We should get something that kind of brightens it up because the house is looking a little bit dark. So what if we use some of this white? Maybe that white and green? Because that is pretty. And then we can get this little centerpiece that came with Life or Death right here too. And that pink shade. That is nice. Okay. This is screaming for like some really pretty curtains. Are there any that came with Life and Death? No? That's strange. Usually curtains typically come, but we can use these again. Wait, hold on. Let me take those off. What if we use these? They're a little tiny, and I can just place those also over there. Are glitching though, if I pull them up too much, do you see? Just a teeny bit, but this, it's not too bad. That one's glitching out a little bit more, I think. Girl, I don't know why you doing that. We can get a different one for right there. Oh, I love that. So it looks like a few things are like locked, which is kind of my bad. But there's nothing that I want like in particular where I need to unlock it. So we're just gonna leave it. But I am gonna add another little clutter bit right there, which is our pots and pans. And then this looks for like the perfect bar situation. Do we have a bar? We do. It's a little big though. Maybe we can just use like one of these. Then we can put like a really pretty plant, maybe like this one. We use it in the bathroom, but I like it right there too. And then on this side, we can do like a coat rack and stuff. So I am going to take the filter off because I want to use coat rack and then little shoes. And we could put our thermostat and stuff over here. And then our fire detector. I'm also going to search Hutch. Okay, we do have a few, which low-key could work. I might have to place this a little bit differently, but that is fine. I might move that over. Could I put the hutch on this side? I could, and then we can bring the table up right there. We were going to do a little jaunty angle, but this looks a little bit better, so I'm going to keep those vibes. Cute. Oh, I love this. Let's look for some rugs. Now, we do have this really pretty one. So let's maybe use this. And then perhaps, oh, such pretty swatches, you guys. Look at that. These are going to be so gorgeous. I love this. It makes me want to kind of change this to be a little bit darker. I like the vibes and feel of that. Oh, we need a trash can. We're going to use this little bin because this one is the best. Stick it right there. We'll do it in that black color. Oh, so pretty. And I might get another little light. Just give us some more brightness because it is a little dark. Cute. That turned out so pretty. I might actually stick this little chest up here. I like it in that red color. Perfect. Okay, so let's save, of course. Ready? So let's find a bed. Okay, so we got a few. So we have this one, which is so beautiful, and we also have this one. Now let's actually look at the swatches to match that green background that I really want to keep. Like this one looks really good. That is gorgeous. I am so pleased. Like this is nice too. It's not giving me that ooh, yo, that one is. It's not giving me that ooh, ah factor like this bed did. So let's do that. And I wonder if we should place it right here. Like face the windows. We'll do 2 little side tables. And these come with some really pretty swatches as well, as you can see. I might do that brown because that is gorgeous. Let's use this little mirror over on that side. And we did get a nice little ettage. So let's use that one too. So pretty. Oh, I'm so in love with this pack. I think it is such a good pack. Okay, I might move this over here because I want to get some of the, oh my gosh, let's get these Grim Reaper pictures over on this side. It's like the stocks are going up. That's what this looked like it's saying right there. Goodness, let's do that one instead. And then maybe we can do like a little TV. So I'm gonna put it back. No, I just took it off, but I think I want to give them a little TV. That's a huge TV. Any like, yeah, let's get some music. Gramophone, wait. Let's take base game off. Life and death, everything. Look, I want to use this too. Let me just stick it out there for right now. I probably should have checked with like everything in this category first. Ooh, a little urn. I love that. A new tray of dreams. Oh, we got a new tray of dreams because you know I'm obsessed with the one from Paranormal and Tiny Living. So that is perfect. We also have to add a little crow. And we should low-key just put her in there. Because that's like her little alarm clock. The crow wakes us up. Dang it. I want to use that grandfather clock. There's so much now that I really want to use. Let's use this rug though for in this room. Okay. I was going to say, if I size you down 1, how are you going to look? Still looks beautiful. Okay. That was the same one. So, let's see what this one is given. Oh, they might be the same one. Okay. Just like different sizes. Which, not mad about it because we needed some that had different sizes on it. And I kind of like that default one. So, let's do that. I'm kind of just like scrolling through. Ooh, let's add some little perfumes. Those are humongous. Why are these so big? Or are they alcohol? They kind of look like Prosecco bottles, so let's stick it up there. Is this cologne? I mean, we can use that as a... We need some space, though. Okay, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm like, we need some space to actually put the drinks up when they make them. I love the urn. Kind of want to use it. Could we just, like, stick the little... We could put that in the living room. Okay. I'm ahead of myself, but I'm so excited. Yeah, it's clipping, but I don't mind, girl. So I'm so obsessed. I love this pack. So good. Okay, I need to give them room to actually like get around and stuff. Let's go to base game. And let me see about a really pretty, I want to get like 2 of these pictures. Do you have some better wood? You do. And then perhaps just get like a little plant to go right there. That's the bedroom, you guys. It is so pretty. I love it. I love mix matching patterns too. So I think this looks fabulous. Let's go ahead and save. Alrighty, so we have kind of a tight spot, but that was the beauty of doing like a tiny home, you guys. That was the reason why we did it. Let's look for couches. Okay, I do want to use this, but I'm willing to get rid of it. I think I want to use this big couch. Do we have, oh, we do have a little coffee table. Oh, I love that. Oh, wait, hold on. Could we, it does close off the spot some, which is kind of what we wanted. So what if I close off the spot though with the couch, if it lets me pick it up? Okay, we can put that right there. Coffee table. We cut off the space with this couch. I might get rid of this, but that like separates the space, which I'm not like crazy about. I feel like the layout looked a little bit better this way. Yeah, we don't have to have a TV in here. We can do these bookshelves again. Let me go to everything from Life and Death, because that's going to be the best bet. Because as you guys saw, I was so surprised when I saw all of this stuff. What is this? Bathroom shelf? Oh, we're using this. Duh. And then this toilet potty can go right there. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, and it comes in some beautiful swatches. Let's pull some of that pink. I do want to get a little journal, so let's add that right there. Oh, we got beanbag chairs. Y'all, look at this little poof. I've been wanting a poof too because I didn't have any in my game. So I'm really excited about that. And let's see what swatches, because this couch looks super comfy too. I feel like we need to brighten it up some. So let's do, I mean, that cream with kids doesn't seem like it would be a good idea. But maybe these are some good kids. Maybe we don't have to worry too much about. We can stick that right there. So I will get rid of this one on that side. Oh, that is gorgeous. Banner for the dark. Maybe not that. We kind of used a lot of this. I do want to get them a desk. We might have to do some shuffling. Or maybe we need to use a smaller couch, because we do have a smaller one, which could work. Might get rid of that though. Ooh, pretty color. Yeah, I like that green too. Let's do that and maybe move this over here. Let's get rid of that picture for right now. Do this plan. I would love to use one of these pictures, so I'm gonna size it down. Oh, we got a pretty, oh my goodness. This house should have been a little bit bigger, you guys, I think. But that's okay. We're gonna make do with what we have. We got some little side, oh my goodness. Yes, 10 out of 10. Put some candelabras right there. Kind of out of place, but I like it. Let's just stick that light like in the center. Okay. I wanted to use this grandfather clock, so I'm thinking maybe we put the little like poof right here, the grandfather clock right there. I love that swatch, so let's keep it. Maybe do another little circle rug, so I might scooch that over some. We already got the crow down. What is this? Since Be Gone. Some little flowers. Cute, cute, cute. What is this? Okay, maybe not that. I already got a journal too. So I'm thinking, let's take off Life and Death. Let's go back to base game. And I want to find a nice computer, just so our sim can work from home. Beautiful. I love it. I'm going to keep this window open because I like that. Do we have, let's see, let's go back to Life and Death. We do have a little side table. It's a little too big though. And then perhaps we can add that urn right here. Do it in that color and then put maybe this picture right there. Let's see what kind of swatches. So we ended up using it. Gorgeous. And I think we used pretty much everything from the pack, give and take some few things, but I'm really obsessed with the way this house turned out. I think it looks so freaking pretty. I am so proud of it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, friends. If you did, make sure it's fun things like give it a big old like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, as well as press that bell notification so you're notified each and every time that I post. And until next time, friends, I hope you are doing swell, and I will see you very soon. Bye.